Hi friends, welcome to Konexio Technical Insight. I am Rahul Randeria and I would be conducting today's show. Today we would be discussing regarding the trends, the setups, the technical indicators, the derivative data of Nifty, Bank Nifty, as well as the different asset classes. Now, first of all, let us discuss what we have discussed or mentioned in our last video. In our last video, we have mentioned that Nifty was quite oversold. It has taken a support near the multiple resistance area. Now that resistance area has become a support area, support zone, and we might see some sort of bounce back from those particular levels because the global markets were negative, and we had already seen that there was lot of shorts in the system, and we were expecting some sort of correction from the lower levels. So we were expecting some sort of initial weakness, and then we were expecting that market might take support from those levels, and from there we might see a bounce back rally. And this time also, luckily, market behaved or performed on our expected lines. Initially, it started on a negative note, and from Tuesday onwards, it started inching higher levels, making higher tops, higher bottoms on the lower degree charts, and on weekly basis, it ended on a positive note. So before going to discussing for the next week, let me share the general disclaimer. This video is only for education purpose. These are not the recommendation. Consult your financial advisor before investing in trading. So friends, now let us go to the Nifty daily charts, and we should have a clear uh, discussion. What could be the trend for the next week? Now this is the Nifty daily charts, and we have seen the Nifty has been moving in an upward rising channel, making higher tops, higher bottoms since February 2023, and till this closing, I mean till Friday, it has maintained this particular rising channel, and currently it is just above the support trend line, which was maintained since March 2023. Now let me stretch the RSI. See, RSI is still with positive signals, so definitely the indicators, the momentum indicator is positive at this juncture. Again, uh, even on Friday, market opened on a negative note, and it has started inching higher levels and ended on a positive note on daily charts, as well as even if we see the weekly charts. It is a very strong weekly candle, you can clearly see. And again, in last week also we have mentioned that on weekly candle it has formed a long legged doji, and because of that long legged doji we were expecting initial weakness and then bounce back rally from the lower levels, and you can clearly see it has behaved on our expected line. And on the weekly candle it is clearly a bullish candle. So looking at this particular candle, we feel that and we believe that again next week could be a positive trend for the markets. Yes, geopolitics is highly sensitive at this juncture. Any negative news might again put some pressure at the lower levels. But looking at this particular candle on the weekly Nifty, we feel that or we believe that lower levels might be defended by the bulls, and we might see Nifty taking support at the higher levels. But again, last week's high, which is 19,845, we will take it to 45, 19,845. Once that is breached or taken out decisively, then we might see Nifty heading towards its lifetime high, which is 20,222. So definitely the trend seems to be positive at this juncture. Now let us discuss the important supports and resistance level in Nifty for the next week. The first support in the Nifty is placed at 19,635 is the first support. Below that, the second support is placed at 19,480, and below that, the third support is placed at 19,333. These are the crucial support. Uh, on the upside, the first resistance is placed around 19,843 is the first resistance. Above that, the second resistance is placed at 19,944, and above that, the third resistance is placed at 20,050. Now, these are the important levels in Nifty for the next week. traders should try to watch out these levels, wait for market to consolidate, uh, take some stability, and then trade in the direction of the breakout. And we are expecting strength to follow in next week also. Yes, we might see some sort of weak opening or a follow-up selling or some sort of negative opening, but we believe that at lower levels the support market might defend the lower levels. The bulls might coming at the lower levels, purely looking at the weekly candles. So now friends, let us discuss the derivative data of Nifty calls. In Nifty calls, the action was seen in 19,800 calls, then 19,900 calls, 20,000 and 20,100 calls also. Now here you can clearly see there has been a significant drop in the option premiums. That is because we have seen that on Friday Nifty opened on a negative note with a gap down, and again started rallying. There is a rise in the open interest, rise in the volumes. So definitely on immediate basis, 19,800 could act as an immediate resistance, and on charts also 19,845 was the major resistance. So once that is taken out decisively, then Nifty might start scaling towards the level of 20,000 mark, which is the psychological barrier, and above that 20,222, which is the lifetime high. So at this juncture, we feel that the derivative data is also positive, and again the implied volatility was low, which is again the IVs are low of the Nifty calls, which is again a positive sign. So now let us discuss the Nifty put data. You will see on the screen the Nifty puts. The action was seen in 19,700 puts, then 19,600 puts, 19,500 puts, and 19,400 puts. Now here you can see slightly positive option premium. Implied volatility is between 11.35 and 12.27. There has been a rise in the open interest. There has been a rise in the volumes. So on immediate basis, 19,700 could act as a strong support, looking at the volumes and open interest. If that is taken out or if that is breached, then Nifty might drift down to the levels of 19,600. But again, that could act as a strong support area. Looking at this particular juncture, I don't think that Nifty might breach 19,650. But if there is any kind of weakness, because you can see there is a slight positive change in the option premium in Nifty puts. So maybe because of the global geopolitics, some hedging might be seen at looking at this particular data. So might be smart trader have hedged those positions, their positions, by buying some puts of maybe 19,700 puts or 19,650 or 19,600 puts. But at this juncture, I don't think so. There is weakness in this particular data. Weakness means weakness in the trend. So this buying is purely seems to be hedging the long positions of smart money. So overall, looking at the charts, we feel that the trend is positive, and we might see support coming in at the lower levels. So now, friends, let us come to the Bank Nifty daily charts. In Bank Nifty daily charts, we will see that again Bank Nifty has also been on the positive side. You can see it has been moving in this particular trend. It has given a falling channel breakout, but on Friday it has given a doji formation. So again, some sort of weakness, yes, is seen in Bank Nifty. On Friday, some sort of strength was seen in last 1 hour, but again in the last 30 minutes we have seen selling pressure coming in. But looking at particular this weekly charts seems to be quite positive. It is a indecisive candle, but it is a bullish candle. Yes, there has been a shadow on both the sides, but I feel that next week it might trade between this higher shadow. So any dips might bring in support at the lower levels in Bank Nifty. So now, friends, let us discuss the important supports and resistance level in Bank Nifty for the next week. The first support in the Bank Nifty is placed at 44,004 is the first support in Bank Nifty. Below that, the second support is placed at 43,796 is the second support in the Bank Nifty. And below that, the third support is placed at 43,600. On the upside, The first resistance is placed at 44,563. Second resistance is seen around 44,777, and third resistance is placed at 44,996. Now these are the important supports and resistance level. Traders should try to just watch out this level and trade in the direction of the primary trend. So friends, let us discuss the derivative data of Bank Nifty calls. In Bank Nifty calls, you will see on the screen the action was seen in 44,500 calls, then 45,000 calls, and 45,500 calls. Now here you can see the rise in the open interest, rise in the volumes. There is some shedding also seen in particular strike prices. But the important thing is that there is a significant drop in the option premium. Now implied volatility is between 10.53 and 12.67, which is high. Now again looking at this particular data, and we can clearly see that with what we have discussed in looking at the Nifty Bank Nifty charts, that in the last half an hour we have seen a sharp sell-off in Bank Nifty futures, and smart money has already entered by writing the out of the money Bank Nifty calls. That is the reason we have seen there is a sharp drop in the option premiums. But the implied volatility is already into, IVs are already into a little danger zone. But if there is some further sell off or weakness, these IVs will enter into more danger zone, which will bring in short covering in this particular Bank Nifty calls, which will push the markets or Bank Nifty on the upside. So definitely looking at this particular data, we feel on the downside, on the upside, 44,500 could act as an immediate resistance. If that is taken out, then we might see a sharp short covering rallying towards the level of 45,000 to 45,000 to 45,200 or 300 almost. So definitely data seems to be slightly weak, but implied volatility is already into some danger zone, and further sell off or further weakness will bring in short covering at the lower levels. Now let us friends discuss the Bank Nifty put data. In Bank Nifty put, the action was seen in 44,000 puts, then 43,500 puts, and 43,000 puts. Now here you can see there has been a rise in some open interest. There is a shedding in open interest also. The volumes are also high. Then you can see there has been positive option premium. The implied volatility is already into danger zone. You can clearly see it is between 13.46 and 16.15. So Bank Nifty puts are already in riskier zone. So as I said, a further profit booking will bring in, there's a further weakness in Bank Nifty will bring in writing of Bank Nifty puts, and that will again push Bank Nifty on the upside, purely because of the implied volatility is high over here. And definitely the trend seems to be positive, looking at the charts of Nifty and Bank Nifty as well on the weekly charts. So overall, we believe that for at least for the next week also, the strategy should be buy on dips at this juncture. Any weakness in Nifty and Bank Nifty should be used as a buying opportunity. Now friends, let us come to the final segment of our show, which is positional call. I've identified one stock from the fertilizer segment. The name of the stock is Chambal Fertiliser. So friends, let us go to the daily charts of Chambal Fertiliser. Now this is the daily charts of Chambal Fertiliser. Now you can clearly see the long-term triangular formation breakout. You can clearly see the breakout is of a very long-term nature. You can see this formation has started forming since May 2022. So it has taken a long 1 year and maybe 3 to 4 months, 15 to 16 months of consolidation in a triangular formation. You can see the volumes are also coming in at the breakout point. RSI is also positive. So definitely this stock might go long away from these levels. Might perform in long term also. Currently the stock is quoting around 291. So definitely for long-term investors, positional traders, swing traders, short-term investors can accumulate the stock on dips to, uh, I mean to say buy Chambal Fertiliser on dips to 284 to 86 for an upside target of 333 in short to medium term. Short to medium term means maybe for next 3 to 4 months. But again, this stock has potential to test the levels of 400 in long term, maybe in 12 to 18 months time. But at this juncture, for short term, the stock is looking good. Investors should have this stock in their portfolio. So one should again, I would like to repeat, one can buy or accumulate the stock on dips to 284 for a short term target of 333 on the upside. So, friends, thank you for watching the show. Let us conclude the show and have a nice trading week. Thank you.